MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series. And the New York Yankees. Dick Head makes his big league debut right after this. Masahiro Tanaka will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
Digging in, Kevin Stewart, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The center fielder, Kevin Stewart.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
I mean, an absolute bullet line drive on the first pitch of the game. I always wondered how many pitchers were so it has to frustrate the living heck out of you, because if I'm leading off, and I never did it in my career, I'd be pulling the trigger every 0-0 pitch. That might be the best pitch you'll see all day.
In now, Aiden Pierce. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Stewart on at first, nobody out. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. Into the second deck and gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field, number 11 for him on the season, as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
At the plate now, John Tanner. Fouled away. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! Back-to-back homers. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Standing in now, Simon Pearson. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
the first baseman.
Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, they have to be very happy so far with the performance they're getting out of that guy in the 8th spot. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
The pitch. Line drive base hit.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
At the plate, Steve Austin. The swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year. And the Blue Jays are running away with it here. It's now a 5-0 ball game.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
To the plate now, Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash.
Hit well again. Down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The windup and the 0-1. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Batting it, the second baseman, Matt Cain.
Digging in now, Max Hain. He's the 8th man to bat here in the first with 5 runs already up on the scoreboard. Now the pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit sharply toward the right side. And this is a fair ball as it'll head for the 314 sign. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Into the box, Trevor Phillips, as it's grounded sharply to first. Off balance throw, the side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Toronto leads this one 5-0. Dick Head is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Now at the plate, Gio Urshela. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Lays off 1-0. And Dan, Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
2-0 count, the pitch. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2. And the pitch.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Standing in, Thairo Estrada. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Good arm action on the circle change. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Estrada swings and throws from the right side and stands at 5'10". This is his second year as a major leaguer. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now the pitch. Here's the circle change, and a dandy that time as he jumps ahead with strike 1.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Now batting, Kevin Stewart. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly into the second deck and gone. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Into the box now, John Tanner, as he rips it on the ground to second. The second for 1, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
No real chance from the roll 2 that time. He's just too quick coming out of the batter's box. You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up. Now they need to keep an eye on him over at first.
Ready now, Simon Pearson. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch on its way.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
From the belt, kicks and deals. A bullet to first base. And they will apply the tag between first and second. It's a double play, and just like that, the side is retired. Jays add one more on the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Yankees nothing. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Head makes his debut here as a September call-up amidst much anticipation. And assuming he lives up to the expectations, he could turn into a big piece of this rotation going forward.
Well, listen, this is the much-anticipated debut, and they're not making it easy for him as he's making his debut on the road. But that must tell you what the organization or what that manager feels about this young pitcher. If they feel confident enough to run him out there on the road in his debut, that tells you they really like this guy.
1-2, here it comes.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Giancarlo Stanton now, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. Here's the first pitch to him, and he offers at the circle change and misses. 0-1. Head has definitely caught the fan base's eye during his time in the minors. There's some real electricity in the air as he makes his major league debut in front of the home crowd.
There's no doubt about it, man. I think they're looking for a shot in the arm. If this guy can produce the same kind of results early on like he did through his minor league career, I don't see any reason why he can't be a very important part of this starting rotation.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count. 0-2.
Man, if I'm on the mound right now, these guys are swinging at everything. You just want to try and paint the corners.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Stepping in, Bill Williamson. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Now the 0-2 pitch. Lined into right, a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third.
And they start the third inning the way they finished off the first two, doing damage. As we take a look at his numbers, you can see they've had his numbers since the first pitch. If he doesn't buckle down soon, he might have a short outing here.
In now, Steve Austin. And that's a fair ball, lined to the right side. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Just an absolute laser that time. Screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Jay Happ is going to come on to pitch here. And in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
So now to the plate, Kevin Nash. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He pulls into third safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. At the plate now, Max Hayne.
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Judge is under it.
Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
So coming to the plate, Trevor Phillips. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard to the right side. A throw to the plate. The tag, and he's out at the plate.
That could be a tough read for the runner at third because your first instinct is to take off for home on a ground ball. But when it's right at the corner infielder like that, it doesn't take a whole lot to nail you at the plate.
Coming to the plate now, Kevin Stewart. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. From the belt, the pitch. And there he goes towards second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag. So let's analyze it with Showtrack. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Here's the 0-1. Line drive to center field. Hicks is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Yankees nothing. Digging in, Luke Voigt, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Head really turned some heads in the minors. Taking the mound here in the first month of the season, this team has high hopes that he can be a big part of the rotation this year.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Luke Voigt is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. So striding forward now, Aaron Hicks. Here it comes. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. Oh, my goodness. Talk about a developing story here. 8 straight strikeouts, and there are 2 away now.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good off-speed pitch. Had him out in front for strike 1. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out this side on 9 pitches. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, Aiden Pierce. He singled his last time up.
The catcher, number 19.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ripped toward the gap in right. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Standing in now, John Tanner. Line drive to center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
The third baseman, number 7, Simon Pearson.
Now to the plate, Simon Pearson. First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Voigt has a play. And he brings it in on the warning track. And he's out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Yankees nothing. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now here it comes.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Weak grounder back to the mound. And that's the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Thairo Estrada.
Into the box, Thairo Estrada comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. The Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. Is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now. And I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First delivery to him on the way.
0-1.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. All set for the start of the inning. Striding in once again, Bill Williamson. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Estrada shading to his right. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 5, Steve Austin.
Ready for another shot now. Steve Austin. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone's
well hit. Deep down the right field line. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 8 runs on 12 hits and no errors in the game for Toronto. Fouled away. Fouled off. Ready with another 0-2. Liner toward right center. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
The right fielder, number 18, Kevin Nash.
Digging in the switch hitter, Kevin Nash. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Now here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays as the lead holds at 8-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Aaron Judge.
First offering on its way. Circle change is cut on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move. It's down for extra bases, and the Yankees have their first hit of the game. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Hey, D-Roll, it's about time they finally break through. We're into the 5th inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock, hopefully this is the start of many.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Judge stands at second with no outs. Snap throw from the catcher. The 0-2 delivery. And it's fouled away.
You're grinding so hard at the plate right there, expecting something on the corners, and what happens? Change up, middle cut. Your eyes light up, but you're just not able to barrel it up.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Snap throw to first.
2-0.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
The 3-2 pitch. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Now in the box, Luke Voit, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed. 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. The Yanks leave 1. Still 8-0. Into the box now, Max Payne earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First delivery to him on the way. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now and gone. Home run. Solo shot to right center. Number 17 for him on the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Stepping in now, Trevor Phillips. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 12 home runs for him now thus far as they just continue to pour it on here. Into the box, Kevin Stewart. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stanton giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 19.
Now at the plate, Aiden Pierce. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. Stanton is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, John Tanner.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, John Tanner. First pitch coming. Here it is. Yanked on the ground down the line. And Boyd will take this one over to the bag, and that ends the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. At the plate, Aaron Hicks will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
At the ball.
Lays off the circle change there. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
The count is 2-1.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
At the plate, Gary Sanchez pulls this one in the air out to left. Austin will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, third baseman, Gio Urshela.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Gio Urshela, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on first with 1 down. Throw down to second.
2 balls, no strikes.
Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Stepping into the box, Thairo Estrada. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
And there are 2 away now. And a little surprising, perhaps, that he wouldn't try for 2 there, but instead he is able to at least cut down the lead runner at third. 2 away now in the Yankees' 6th, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Yanks strand a pair. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Ben Heller enters now in a mop-up role, as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
61. Ben Heller.
Seventh inning ready to roll. Ready for another chance. Simon Pearson.
Simon Pearson.
First offering on its way. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year, as this lead got even wider.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare, and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
So now to the plate, Bill Williamson. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here it comes. to right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year as the blowout continues. At the plate now, Steve Austin, as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. LeMahieu has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Zach Britton comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Zach Britton.
Kevin Nash will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. One out, nobody on. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay. Throw won't get him.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get the third, and he made it happen.
Standing in now, Max Hain. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Trevor Phillips.
Yeah, Matt, and that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
Now the 0-1. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. To the plate now, Kevin Stewart. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More to come on MLB Network Sunday Baseball after this. Here's big Aaron Judge. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Fouled off. Good arm action on the circle change, swung out and missed. 0-2. Head is working a real gem here in his major league debut. Any of his doubters won't have a lot to say, at least after this one.
You'd like to see them get him out of here before he leaves with a bad taste in his mouth. He was really pretty much in control of this game for the first 5-6 innings. And as these pitches and innings have started to mount up, you can just see that he isn't quite as sharp, and he's not getting the swings and misses that he did early on in this game.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. First pitch on its way.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
This is line to left. Austin is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. 8th inning coming up. The Jays lead it 14-0. Ready to begin the 8th, making his way to the plate, Aiden Pierce. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that
LeMahieu with a great stop. He's out.
The designated hitter, John Tanner.
Digging in to try it again, John Tanner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
In the air out to straightaway left. Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are 2 away now.
The third baseman, number 7, Simon Pearson.
So stepping in, Simon Pearson. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Stanton is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Blue Jays on top, 14-0. Digging in now for the Yankees, Luke Voigt. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Stepping up to the plate, Aaron Hicks. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
No contact there, and it's 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. And he'll reach down to make the catch as he takes that one right off his shoe tops for the second out.
Gary Sanchez.
Digging in, Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
This guy's throwing a gem so far. Biggest key, 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Taken but called a strike. Two out, nobody on. Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. But this one's pretty much over, 14-0. So striding in, Bill Williamson. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth.
Williamson.
First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
At the plate, Steve Austin. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And this will get all the way to the wall now. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he is into third base with a triple. His third hit this afternoon.
The right fielder.
Man, he's wishing right now this game could go on forever, or at least until he can get up again, because otherwise that is probably his last at-bat of the game, leaving him one leg shy of hitting for the cycle. Regardless, he's had an incredible game.
Adam Ottavino comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Adam.
Into the box, Kevin Nash.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Standing in, Max Payne. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. From the stretch. Drilled to first. And Boyd will take this one over to the bag, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. One more shot coming up. Will go to the bottom of the 9th. Toronto leads this one 15-0. Stepping in, Gio Urshela starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
Popped him up. Williamson in foul ground. 1 out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Ready once again, Thairo Estrada. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Down the first baseline. And this is going to get past him at first. That's a fair ball. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like this since the game started. 1 out, and our first run is 90 feet away. The challenge now is to get him home.
At the plate, DJ LeMahieu as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
That's a ball.
Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
And he'll be back in standing up. 1-2 to DJ LeMahieu.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First delivery to him on the way. In there, 0-1. Estrada at third with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
15-0 the final in this one. The Toronto Blue Jays were absolutely crushing the ball as they ended up with 9 home runs as a team. Dick Head gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he racked up 21 strikeouts to set a new single-game strikeout record. Masahiro Tanaka was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
This afternoon,